Now to section 3. Section 3 starts off by saying, one way to organize your thoughts into logical sequence is to use a flowchart proof. A significant difference between paragraphs and flowchart proofs is just justification. Many times in paragraph proofs, justifications that are expected to be clear are omitted. However, in a flowchart proof, each statement must be justified. The categories of valid reasons in a proof are algebraic properties, definitions, given, postulates, and theorems. A flowchart proof can begin with statements based on given information or information that can be assumed from the diagram. Flowchart proofs will end with the statement you are trying to prove is true. Number 3, use the diagram on the previous page and the proof statement to prove that opposite sides in the diagram are parallel. Begin with the statement you are trying to prove. Write that statement below and in box 8 on page 171 for the proof. Number 4, start your flowchart from this proof with the given information. Write your statements below and in boxes numbers 1 and 2 on page 171 for the proof. Remember that in a flowchart proof, each statement must be justified. Write given on the line under in the boxes to prove number 1 and number 2 on pages 171. For this part, I'm going to give you 4 minutes. So again, you want to write it underneath the question and then write it on page 171 as it looks here. Okay? Go ahead, pause your video. As you can see, the answers to questions 3 and 4 have been provided. I stated that AB was parallel to DC. I stated that in box 1, I was going to put M is the midpoint of BD. And box 2, I'm going to put M as the midpoint of AC. I also went ahead and placed those on my flow chart, which is on page 171. It told me to write that in number 1 and 2, but it also told me to write my reasoning as givens. And then it also told me to write this in box 8. On to your debriefing question for this section.